Hey there, guys. I am so excited that we're going live today. Sorry, I was running a little bit late, but we're here. I am really looking forward to getting to hang out with all of y'all this evening. Make sure that if you have a question, ask it in the chat and put that great big red question mark emoji. It really helps me not miss your question if you have one. I am seeing that we have a few people already hopping on. That is very exciting. I'm going to go ahead and rock and roll through this little presentation, I guess, on hard water and hard water buildup, and then we'll get to your questions. Okay, let's see. Where did I put it? I like to hide stuff. There we go. So let's talk about hard water. What is it? It's gross, is what it is. This is the easiest way to tell if you have hard water or hard water buildup happening in your home. Take a look at your faucets. Do your faucets have that nasty, crusty, sometimes white, sometimes yellow, sometimes brown buildup on it? You know what? That little question banner, there we go, was kind of covering up some of the text on my lovely presentation. We can't be having that. So what hard water is it is calcium and magnesium dissolved in your water. And how hard or soft your water is depends greatly on where you live. Places that are a more arid type climate are going to have harder water, and places that have softer water, it's not going to be, there's usually going to be a lot more rain. It's going to be a lot more humid. And the easiest way to tell if you have hard water is to look at your own faucets. But if you want a more accurate kind of measurement, you could very easily Google your city and Google water hardness in your city. And it will pull it up and tell you exactly if you have hard water or soft water. And don't worry, I did clean my faucets. They're not still looking like that. That was pretty gross. So what do you do about it if after looking into it, you see that you do in fact have hard water where you live? Use a chelating shampoo or chelating shampoo. I've heard it pronounced both ways. I'm going to say chelating because that's what makes the most sense in my head. I've tried a variety of different chelating shampoos, from Paul Mitchell No. 3 shampoo, Ion Hard Water shampoo, Malibu Sea shampoo. The Malibu Sea was my least favorite. I felt like it was the least effective of all the chelating shampoos. Oh, and I've even used that Swimmer shampoo from Walmart. It's not necessarily a chelating shampoo, the Swimmer shampoo, but it's for chlorine. And I have not used a product like that since. My hair felt greasier after I washed it than before I did. And I still smelled chlorine in my hair. That Swimmer shampoo was a very hard no for me. My favorite chelating shampoo is the Wedad Waterworks shampoo. It's not outrageously expensive, but it's also not $5 from the drugstore. The cool thing about it is incredibly concentrated, and it's going to last you a very, very, very long time. It's going to be a really good tool in your tool belt, in your healthy hair toolkit. Like this helps so much. Not only does it have chelating ingredients, which examples of chelating ingredients would be disodium EDTA, tetrasodium EDTA. I have a full list there. Potassium citrate, sodium citrate. All these different ingredients are chelating ingredients. The Wedad Waterworks has that. It also has ammonium sulfate, which is, I don't see that one a lot in a bunch of different shampoos, but it is a very unique and very effective sulfate. It's not sodium lauryl sulfate, it's it's ammonium sulfate, and it's really good at removing ionized buildup, which can be really frustrating. Anyway, most chelating shampoos. I think this may be the next slide. Yes. How I chelate. Not too often. I live in an area with excruciatingly hard water. It is kind of ridiculous how hard the water is in my area. And I only chelate once a month, which means I grab my chelating shampoo. I usually double cleanse with that chelating shampoo. They are really strong shampoos. They will be quite drying on the hair. If your hair is in an extremely fragile, highly porous state, be very gentle cleansing with these, but also know that it is kind of a necessary evil when you live in an area with hard water. If there is hard water buildup on your hair, you're really going to be struggling with frizz. You're really going to be struggling with like this dry, rough, brittle feeling on your hair. If you find that your hair goes brassy, like really brassy, really easily, there's a good chance that it's hard water causing that for you. So use your chelating shampoo, wash twice, and then rush and grab your favorite deep conditioner. I've been recommending this one forever, and I'm going to keep recommending it. The Jessie Curl Deep Conditioning Treatment. It's honestly one of the best bangs for your buck of all of the deep conditioners I've ever tried. It has ridiculous amounts of slip, crazy conditioning ability, but it doesn't weigh down fine, wavy hair. It's incredible. And because you use such a strong shampoo, like a chelating shampoo, I would say that skipping the deep conditioning with heat is a really bad idea. Don't think that you can use a chelating shampoo, slap the deep conditioner on for a couple of minutes and rinse it out. I wouldn't do that. I would put the deep conditioner on your hair, really gently finger comb that deep conditioner through your hair, remove all the tangles in your hair with that deep conditioner, brush that deep conditioner through from root to tip. Make sure your hair is just one great big slimy conditioning ball. Twist your hair up, put it on top of your head, plastic shower cap, then get your heat cap or terry cloth towel. Terry cloth towels are good at trapping in heat, but the heat cap is going to be even better. Stick your heat cap in the microwave, nuke it for 1 minute, flip it wrong side out, nuke it for another minute, take it out, put it on your head, and let that just marinate for 30 minutes. And then, because I cleansed my hair twice and I deep conditioned, I usually take a styling break, which styling breaks are an awesome way to reset your hair. If you've just been having a hard time with your wavy curly hair, do an air dry, product-free wash day reset, and it may just be magical. I always forget to bring a drink with me for these Friday night lives, and I always regret it because I talk the whole time. I also have a hair stuck to my lip. That's nice. All right. And that is it. It really is that simple to chelate your hair and remove hard water buildup. It's as simple as using the right product, and boom, you got it. So now let's move on to y'all's awesome questions. I am so grateful to get to hang out with y'all. I hope this has been a helpful resource to get to chat like directly and get your questions answered like immediately. I know that not everyone can make these lives, but hopefully somebody asks the burning question that you've been wondering about. So, do the shower heads with filters actually work? If so, which do you recommend? I haven't ever tried one because I don't shower. I have rheumatoid arthritis, which means that I hurt a lot all the time. And soaking in a hot tub with Epsom salts, I do that all the time. And even if I'm not using the Epsom salts, soaking in the warm water, I take baths. And that's very unusual for an American, apparently. I don't typically shower. I have looked at those shower heads, and I did actually have one sent to me, but I haven't installed it and tried it yet. When I'm looking at them, most of those shower heads aren't removing specifically calcium and magnesium, what they're removing is like heavy metals, like chlorine, lead, things like that. So I don't know how effective they're going to be at reducing the hardness of the water because they're not removing the minerals that make the water hard, which is calcium and magnesium. I hope that makes sense. You know what? I just remembered there was a very sweet lady who asked a question in the community tab on my channel when I asked if y'all still liked doing the lives. Let me see if I can find her question real quick, because I would love to answer that one, because she said she couldn't make it to the lives. And now, because I'm scanning quickly and didn't have it pulled up, it's going to take me a minute. Okay. Yeah, I can't find her question. That is driving me nuts. I'm so sorry if you asked the question and I can't find it. That is frustrating. Oh, here we go. Jill says, I am dealing with dry scalp. What would you recommend for helping with that? I'm looking for a drugstore recommendation. Co-washing. As much as I don't love co-washing because it is problematic, co-washing may be the way for you to go. So what I would do is I would use your regular shampoo, like gentle lather, low poo, sulfate-free cleanser, then go in with a co-wash. I personally really love the As I Am Dry Itchy Scalp Co-Wash. So good, really helpful. Just wash your hair again. Maybe don't double cleanse with the low poo or the gentle lather shampoo. Maybe cleanse once with the low poo and then cleanse again with the co-wash. Another thing you could really try is using a pre-poo hair oil treatment, something like the Mielle rosemary hair oil, I believe. Use that on your scalp about 30 minutes before you go to shampoo and see if that helps. But I really think the As I Am Dry Itchy Scalp Co-Wash might be the way to go. I love this. I didn't have a plastic cap my first deep condition, so I used plastic wrap. Way to improvise. That's awesome. How do I know if my hair is affected by hard water? It's hard to tell if you've never chelated your hair before. One way to tell that I haven't talked about yet would be that if you go to a place with really soft water, your hair starts acting way happier. I know I've done that. I'll travel and all of a sudden, like, my soap works. When I'm home, I have to really work to get a lather because our water is so hard. But when I go somewhere with softer water, I start rubbing the soap and poof, all of a sudden, yay, I've got lather. This is great. If my hair behaves better in the soft water environments, then I know that the hard water has been making my hair annoy me and be problematic. If your hair feels dry and rough and crispy feeling, almost crunchy, and you just clarified and deep conditioned and it did nothing, it didn't help at all, it's a good chance that the clarifier you used was not a chelating shampoo, but just a standard clarifying shampoo, and it didn't remove the calcium and magnesium buildup. You have to chemically remove the calcium and magnesium. You need an ingredient that's going to bind specifically to the calcium and magnesium to get it off of your hair. That was another thing that I should have mentioned when I was giving my cute little presentation, that just because a shampoo contains a chelating ingredient at the very bottom of the ingredients label does not mean that the shampoo is automatically chelating. It might be, but there's a good chance that the concentration of that ingredient is so low on the ingredients label that it's acting as a preservative and not a chelating ingredient. So the easiest way to tell if a shampoo is in fact chelating is to read the description of the product that the company gives you. It will say removes hard water buildup. Then you know. If you see a shampoo that you suspect is chelating, I would encourage you to reach out to the brand and ask them directly. I've been able to do that quite successfully. Just approaching as Courtney, not as Wavy Curly Courtney. I just approach them as plain old Courtney and ask, hey, this contains this ingredient. Is it strong enough to make it a chelating shampoo? Will this remove hard water buildup? And they'll know. They'll be able to tell you. What have been your favorite product lines? Curlsmith, Weedad, and Jessie Curl. Yeah, pretty much. You named them. Don't make me pick a favorite because I don't want to. This is my hobby. This is what I really love to do. Changing, switching up, playing around with the products is what I love. It would be like asking somebody, what's your favorite food of all time? You have to pick your favorite food of all time. And that's the only food you can ever like from here on out, from now until eternity. No, your preferences change. Let me see. I really like Curlsmith because they have such a wide range of products that it will cover a lot of hair issues. I really love their Curl Defining Styling Souffle. It's such a neat, one and done, unique kind of product. It's got some glycerin in it, but it also has some like oils and butters in it, which offset the adverse effects of the glycerin. Like glycerin can be kind of a tricky ingredient, but it's not a tricky ingredient when it's in the Curlsmith Curl Defining Styling Souffle. It's got enough hold, but it doesn't have so much hold that my hair feels dried out and crispy. Weedad has their Bond Repair shampoo and conditioner, which I can't stop using. I love that stuff. The Stronger Hold Humidity Gel from Weedad. What? That's incredible. I brush styled my sister's hair with that gel in it, and the brush just like slipped and glided through the hair. It was glorious, and she had definition from root to tip. Like curls went all the way to her root, which is very unusual for her because we're sisters and we have like looser curl patterns here at the top. Maybe I just need to brush style the Weedad gel all the way through my hair. Maybe that's it. Anyway, and Jessie Curl. Jessie Curl is so high quality. It gets overlooked so much by the curly hair influencers online. And that's because Jessie Curl isn't shelling out tons of money to do tons of sponsored content with influencers, but the formulations are so high quality and the price points are so low with Jessie Curl. I feel like they are the absolute perfect beginner entry level products to styling your waves and curls. They're protein free, they're low allergen, you can pick fragrance free if you want. Like everything about Jessie Curl is really awesome. I find that now that my hair is healthier, it doesn't require that much conditioning. Jessie Curl is really conditioning, which is another reason it's really good for people who are just starting out their healthy hair journey. Your hair needs a lot of love and TLC after years and years and years of heat styling. It's awesome. It's really good. I like all of them. That's the thing though. Like I hate saying a favorite because I feel like there are such good things about each brand. And the one that becomes my absolute all-time favorite that I will use every single time I wash my hair from here to eternity may not be the one that was perfect for you. But because I said this one was my favorite and not this one, you may not pick the one that was actually perfect for you, which is, you're so sweet for asking, Brittany, but I hate saying which one's my favorite. Okay, let's answer another question. What should I look for in products to keep my hair from getting dried out in winter? I read something that mentioned silicones are good for this. Would this be a good time to use silicones? Silicones are so hard to use and use well. I know what they're saying. I understand why the person who wrote whatever you were reading made that statement. That makes sense. However, if those silicones are going to create a barrier around the hair, help your hair not get dried out, they're also going to block conditioner from being able to properly condition your hair. So unless you are using kind of a strong shampoo on your hair that's going to fully remove all those silicones, which also using a stronger shampoo is going to dry out your hair, meaning that you have to condition it more, which means you have to add the silicones. It's gotten a lot better over the past 6 years that I've really been digging into this. Companies are using silicones that are more lightweight, more water soluble, less prone to building up. But instead of that, for your hair getting dried out in winter, I would consider sleeping with a humidifier in your room. This is such a simple, easy thing to do. I don't know about you, but it gets really dry where I live, and I get nosebleeds in the winter with how dry the air is. Sleeping with a humidifier not only helps my poor nose, but it also helps my hair. Wow, that word got tangled up trying to come out of my mouth. Another thing that you can try doing is adding an oil to your hair when you scrunch out the crunch. And again, this is every company now has a hair oil, and they're all formulated differently. Some have sealing oils in them. Some have penetrating oils in them. Some have a blend of both, and then they're in varying concentrations. So it's really like trying to find the perfect pair of jeans. You just got to try a few till you find the one that fits. But I think at not skipping scrunching out the crunch with an oil during the winter would be incredibly helpful, and probably the way I would point you to go, instead of saying, hey, yeah, sure, just grab the silicones, because I feel like silicones make my life harder sometimes, not easier. They make it more difficult to care for my hair well. There's only one silicone serum that I have personally tried that does not build up on my hair, and that is the Verb Ghost Oil. That one's pretty magical. Really love that. The Olaplex one that has a tiny bit of not dimethicone, I think it's cyclopentonone, something like that. That one builds up on my hair. I don't love it. Does hard water break down / damage our satin pillowcases and hair care towels? I don't know. I don't know for sure, but I could see that happening. I personally, because the water is so hard where I live, I add vinegar, just straight white vinegar, to my fabric softener in my washer. And that does help offset some of the hardness of our water to some extent. And I've noticed since I do that, my satin pillowcases, my microfiber towels feel softer and less crunchy. So I do think it's very possible that the hard water buildup would also be affecting those things as well. If I have to root dye, do these shampoos strip color? Also, what is the best way to cover grays that does not damage my hair? I'm a terrible person to ask about color, because I tried to bleach my hair and figure that out, and I hated it. I could not color my hair. To be fair, I bleached it, I highlighted it, which was very, very damaging. And my hair did actually improve when we added some low lights to it. When you add color to the hair, it adds pigment to the hair, which kind of fills in the hair and gives it some more structure and stability. My hair also improved a lot when I toned it back to my natural hair color from the crazy highlights that I got. But to answer your question about how to strip hard water without completely removing all of the dye that you put in your hair to cover your grays, I think the Ion hard water shampoo is color safe, I think, because it's sulfate free. So I would check the Ion hard water shampoo, go to the Googles and read the description of the Ion hard water shampoo and see if it says color safe. If not, you could try this. I've recommended this with my curl coaching students quite a bit, and it works for my students that do dye their hair. You get your hair touched up, colored, dyed. The first wash after that color's been on your hair, use your chelating shampoo. It is going to remove some of that color. It is. It's just going to. But it's the first wash after adding the dye to your hair. There's a tad bit of excess of dye in your hair at that moment, and it won't pull out all the dye. It'll just pull out the excess. It'll also remove that hard water buildup on your hair, and then you can deep condition and be fully reset and ready to rock and roll with those curls. If for whatever reason you're finding that simply does not work for you, do the chelating wash, the wash right before you touch up your grays, and see if that works. Oh, y'all are so sweet. Thank you. Hey there, Angela. This video will be up on the channel, so you can go back and watch my super cute presentation that I made that I'm very proud of. But the easiest way to tell is to look at your faucets and see if you have crusty hard water buildup on your faucets. If that feels inconclusive to you, then you can Google where you live and Google water hardness in my city. And it should tell you where you live. You have relatively soft water. Where you live, you have hard water. That's another way to tell. Have I tried the EOSSlay banana cream deep conditioner? I am so excited because I just got a package in the mail today full of EOSSlay, and I cannot wait to play around with it. It has been years since I've played around with any EOSSlay products. The EOSSlay Orange Marmalade is incredible. It's very hard hold and also incredibly moisturizing. I haven't played around with it in years, and I just got a big package, so my thoughts will be coming soon. I can't wait to play with it. Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Keep on scrolling. Okay. If I bleach my hair, will I destroy my curls? Quite possibly. I know I did. Not entirely destroy. That's kind of an exaggeration. I found that my life became infinitely more difficult after I bleached my hair. The amount of product my hair required, the amount of what's it called? Room for error became incredibly small. If I could get it right within that window, I would have a good wash day. If I scrunched just right, if I plopped my hair just perfect, if I diffused just so, used the exact right amount of products in combination with each other, then I might have an okay hair day. But if I barely messed up any of those things, I would fall out of the perfect window and have a bad wash day. Now that my hair is healthy, I feel like it's so much more forgiving and easy to deal with. So I don't think you'll destroy your curls. I do know that there are amazing wavy curly girls on the internet. I watch them all the time on the Instagrams. They have highlighted hair and their hair looks just fine. It made my life a lot harder. How often do I wash? I wash every 2 to 3 days, but I am a particularly oily, greasy gal. And for the sake of my scalp health, I have to wash that often. If I go too long in between washes, my scalp starts to feel incredibly itchy and painful. So even if I were to add dry shampoo to my hair to soak up that oil, no, it's still itching. It's still on fire. So washing every 2 to 3 days is actually more advantageous to me than trying to stretch out my wash days and only wash my hair once a week. P.S. If you're brand new here, hi, my name's Courtney, and scalp training is a lie. I tried so hard to scalp train my hair, and I've done it right. I did it diligently. I tried real hard, and it doesn't work. So I'm sorry if you want to scalp train. How often should you wash your hair care towels? Once a week. If you're washing 2 to 3 times a week, like I am, maybe every 3 times you wash and style your hair, especially too, depending on how much product you're using. If you find that you use a lot of product and that your towel dries kind of in the cast, kind of crispy, crunchy, every 3 times you use it or so, once a week. Nothing crazy. Have I ever tried IGK for waves or Coco and Eve? I tried Coco and Eve. I really, really, really did not like it. It is very silicone heavy, and my hair instantly felt slightly dried out and plasticky, like that weird silicone feeling. It felt like plastic. The IGK, I think either you've mentioned it to me before or people are reminding me about that brand. I haven't tried it yet, but it does look interesting. I'm a guy and I think I have slightly curly / wavy hair. I have short, medium-ish hair. My hair forms a C. Sometimes my bangs form a small coils or not. Haha, I feel so lost. Don't feel lost. It sounds like you have wavy hair, maybe even curly if it got slightly longer. It sounds like it's not long enough to fully curl all the way around. That's something that happens with people with wavy hair. If we cut our hair really, really short, we basically cut off all of our curls. I don't know if y'all can see, but my curls don't start till right here. And then I kind of have some wave and curl happening. So don't feel lost. It's probably just a looser curl pattern. I don't think you're doing anything wrong, but playing around with different products and application techniques to find the combination that you like the result it gives you does take some time. Do scalp scrubs affect curls? No, I don't think so. I think you would have to be using an insanely abrasive scalp scrub for it to damage your hair cuticle and cause issues with your curls. But most of the scalp scrubs are designed for hair, and so they're not going to be wildly damaging. Okay, there we go. What do you think of the Briogeo Charcoal Scrub Shampoo? I like it. I used it once quite a long time ago. I wasn't obsessed with it. But I don't think I gave it a fair chance, to be honest. My personal favorite scalp scrub, there's multiples. There's the Lust brand scalp scrub, really gentle, very hydrating. Like if you've got dandruff stuck to your scalp and you simply can't get that dandruff off, that Lust scalp scrub has just enough grit to loosen it up, but also enough oils in it to really like loosen and help those flakes slip out of your hair. If you have more mild dandruff, like just kind of want a scalp scrub, but need something maybe not the big guns, so oily, the Curlsmith Detox, what's it called? Their Detox shampoo with the blue label is a scalp scrub. That's the one, my personal favorite, that I reach for all the time because that is more suited to my hair. Is Pantene Volume and Body a chelating shampoo? I don't think so. It does have a chelating ingredient in it, but that is an example of a shampoo where the chelating ingredient is so far down, so diluted in the formula, it's not chelating anymore. It loses its power to pick up calcium and magnesium deposits off of the hair, and it's acting more as a mold inhibitor, a preservative. It's keeping the bacterias and the fungus from growing in your shampoo, which we like. I don't want to use bacteria-ridden shampoo, but it's not chelating. So Angela, the presentation at the beginning does explain chelating or chelating, but that is the term used for removing hard water buildup. If you want to remove hard water buildup, you are chelating the hair. It's the chemical process of an ingredient binding to calcium and magnesium deposits on the hair and removing them. You're okay, Angela. Don't say sorry. Have I tried any Pureology products? It's past 5 p.m. on a Friday, guys. I don't remember what Pureology is. I should. Hold on. Why am I drawing it? Oh, got it. I want to play around with those more. My list is so long for the products I want to play around with. I used Pureology back when I was in college, guys. Like, how long ago was that? It was so long ago. 15 years? Dang, I'm old. Hey, it just means I'm still alive, right? That's a good thing. I used Pureology a very long time ago. I was very, very impressed. I really loved it, but I was a poor, broke college kid. So I think I bought one shampoo and one conditioner and used them up and loved them, but couldn't make myself buy another $35 bottle of shampoo and conditioner. All righty. Wait, I clicked the wrong button. Hate it when I do that. All right, guys, that is the end of our questions. Oh, we have one more. Thank you. I appreciate that y'all are hanging out and I get to help y'all and answer your questions like right away. How fun is this? What are my thoughts on the Malibu hard water treatments? I've tried them. Again, I tried them before I was doing the whole curly girl thing. Like the little packets that you put in your hand and use on your, no, really don't like those. Made my hair feel really dry like straw. To be fair, I didn't know how to properly care for my hair at the time. So that could have been me, could have been user error. But I've even tried the Malibu C, like Undo Goo shampoo. I've tried their hard water shampoo. Malibu's, it's not working for me. I don't love it. I prefer to recommend other brands more than the Malibu, but I do understand that like the price tag of the Malibu is appealing because it's, I think, one of the more affordable ones. Maybe I need to revisit them and try them again. They rubbed me the wrong way, so I quit using them. All right, guys, I think we made it to the end. I sure love and appreciate each and every single one of y'all. I hope y'all are having an absolutely fantastic week. Since y'all are here, I'm going to do a shameless plug. I know we didn't have a regular YouTube video this week on the channel, and that's because I put all my heart and soul into a behemoth of a video that's going live tomorrow at 8 a.m. It is how to tackle your tangles, and it's everything I could think of that would help treat the cause of your tangles and help you deal with super tangly hair right now. So anyway, I hope y'all really like it. Please watch it tomorrow. I worked really hard on it. As always, I sure hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day, and I will see y'all tomorrow at 8 a.m.